Hi, welcome to Lincoln College. You join us today in the Carpentry and Joinery house, where we're going to be looking at one of the elements of the current qualification that we run, the City and Guild site qualification. In the maintenance unit, our students are expected to look at how to replace sash cords on a box sash window. This first video is going to look at replacing the cords just for the front sash, which is the minimum criteria for the qualification. There'll also be a further video available which will look at replacing the cords for the whole window, so you can also check that one out. Before we begin, I would like to just look at the tools that we're going to be using today. It's quite key to set yourself up and be ready and have everything available to do the job. Very few tools needed for this task. Some of the tools we're going to be using is we're going to have a Warrington hammer, pincers, slotted screwdriver, something to cut the cord, so Stanley knife, something to measure the length of the cord, so tape measure, the replacement sash cord. You'll also need some small thin nails or pins, because at various stages you'll need to pin the cords in place. And we'll look a bit more at this later, but we also use a tool that we call a mouse, which aids in threading the cords back through. Right, the first part of the task we need to do is release the sash lock. By releasing the sash lock, this makes both the front and back sashes movable. So once that's released, we should be able to get to all the parts we need to remove to replace the sash cords. First part that we need to remove is these front beads, which are called the staff beads. I've already removed most of the screws out of these. They're normally nailed or screwed. Sometimes on site the beads will be painted in, so sometimes you need to use your knife and just break the seal of the paint and maybe give them a little prise off with a chisel. So first job, pop them out of the way. You'll normally find that the top and bottom bead are fixed. The top one's sometimes removable as well, but you shouldn't need to take the top or the bottom. The bottom is actually normally part of the sill section, so sometimes it's not removable anyway. What that's now done is release the sash, and you can bring the sash out to, as you can see there, to get to the knots. Sometimes by the time the weight of the glass and everything is in the sash, and this could be a lot bigger than this, sometimes you've got to be very careful at this stage, because you will have frayed sash cords. They are only made of a sort of rope kind of material, so the usual job that you get with these is replacing these because they're worn. So be careful when you are taking the sash out. Sometimes you'll find that the cord that runs down a groove at the side is sometimes nailed or screwed in to that groove. That's the most common way that cords are attached. But on our window here, we've got ours running through. I might be able to just undo this knot. Let me try. The awkward bit.